Celebrity Chef Nureka on the Isiah Factor tonight. Tune in.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. By now, you're probably preparing that Thanksgiving meal, but if you don't have experience in the kitchen, please sit down. Let an expert take over. We have Chef Nureka with us, who hails from Louisiana, New Orleans specifically. She has that accent and the skills in the damn kitchen. Chef Nureka, how you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing, baby?
Now tell us, for those who are not experienced with cooking Thanksgiving meal, and many of us can't travel because of COVID-19, we're stuck at home doing it ourselves. What would be some dishes you would advise people to cook at home, even if it's their first time? And plus, you have a new book that will guide them through that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for first timers, I suggest that you stick to simplicity. For example, it's okay to use Jiffy cornbread mix, but if you're going to use boxed cornbread mix, go ahead and use milk, not cream, not water. Go ahead and add a little bit of butter flavoring, and you can add some jalapenos and do a spicy cornbread. So it's okay to do simple things, but like if you're going to do mac and cheese, don't use one cheese, use maybe three. Call your mom, call your grandma, call somebody that can give you tips. And just kind of stick to the basics. Don't try to get too fancy if you're not experienced.
Exactly. We're going to leave that. That's your area of expertise. So I can smell it from here. The gumbo is on the stove. What kind of cooking?
I am doing a alligator sausage seafood gumbo today. It has chicken, shrimp, alligator sausage, andouille sausage, shrimp, crab, and all of the spices and seasonings, veggies that you need to make it absolutely fantastic.
And of course, if you have a family member or friend who may not eat seafood, I've seen in at home in Louisiana where they'll make one batch with sausage and chicken and alligator, and the other with
there's an okra seafood, there's an okra gumbo, there's a chicken and sausage gumbo, and we now have a vegan only gumbo.
What?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to try that out. So what are some of the other sides out there, Chef Nureka, that you have prepared for us?
Today, I actually prepared some appetizers. I did a gourmet seafood deviled egg. I did my boudin egg rolls, which is new. Egg rolls are trending. I also did Oreo bread pudding for you guys for dessert. I did a purple sweet potato pie. The gumbo is the entree. And I did jalapeno cornbread sticks for you guys. And I forgot the Swedish meatballs. I did Swedish meatballs, but instead of just using ground meat, I went ahead and I rolled some ham breakfast sausage in there and some spices to give it a little twist. So that's something that you can do at home easily that would give your appetizer a little kick.
And could we find many of these recipes in your book?
The egg roll recipe, the boudin one is not in the book, but I do have some of the egg roll recipes in the book. I am going to do a signature cocktail for you guys, a 2020 painkiller, because 2020 has been a rough year for everybody. That recipe is in the book. I have a beverage chapter in the book, and that recipe is in the book.
Go ahead and make that drink for us. Let's see how that turns out. So this drink is called what exactly?
The 2020 painkiller. It's made
20 painkiller.
Rain Martin.
Make two of them. Make two of them.
This is absolutely great, guys. You put one shot of each in a shaker for an individual drink. Of course, in the book, I have a recipe that will serve more than one person. Get you a nice, pretty cocktail glass and pour, chill. You can garnish it with a berry if you want to be a little fancy. Bottoms up.
There you go. And I can taste it from here. I can taste it from here.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Yes.
That New Orleans flavor. So before we go, let's talk a little bit about your book. What can we find in your new recipe book?
In my new recipe book, I feature 45 different recipes. I turned 45 this year. So In the book, there's 45 innovative and creative recipes. It's Celebrity Chef COVID-19 Survival Cookbook. So this cookbook has simple recipes in it as well as things that are a little bit fancy because it's all about survival. You don't have to be fancy every day. And tomorrow, actually, I'm going to do my book release party at Showtime on the north side. And then Sunday, I'll do a pop-up book signing on December the 6th, I believe it is, at New Orleans Zachary Ward. So
and for those who are looking, if they can't make it out to the party, they just want to buy it online. What is
my Instagram is at Celebrity Chef Nureka's Bowls. And basically, it's just that they cash at me. $, Nureka, my first name, Nureka. You're added to the list and your book is sent out.
All right. And we look forward to seeing and reading that book. And thank you for the Thanksgiving recipes. And like I said, if you're not experienced, keep your ass out of the kitchen. Leave that to Chef Nureka to take care of. Thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. And we'll be back with more Factor in just a moment.